welcome back. We're at it again. So yeah, let's just do it. I felt the urge to just pick up immediately after this episode, pretty much. Okay. By the time I eat lunch and return to hangar, Frau has vanished. I guess she really went home. It's noon right now. I need to head to Chikora no Awaya soon, but I'm probably not gonna be able to take Frau with me this time. To be perfectly honest, she hasn't been much help these last 2 days, so it doesn't make much of a difference. Akio comes running over.
Going to head to Kamata Motors for a bit.
Kamata Motors is a local workshop in Nakatane. It's in the neighborhood, so our boss club goes to them for help once in a while. Not nearly as much as the robot clinic, though. For what? Talk to them about One's motor. Akio's still attached to Model 1. I'm not that surprised. She did say she was going to keep working at it. Since she was banned from the robot clinic, she's trying to get help from the other workshops, I suppose. Watch over June for me. She can be a little too serious at times. She's been continuing the mocap test by herself since that first run. I mean, it's been about an hour. It's quite a while. Sorry, I want to watch over her myself, but I can't right now. Well, it's not like I have the time to spare either. She then wears a serious expression on her face. She thrusts her fist forward, surrounded by mocap cameras. She's not actually performing a contest so much as she's doing basic karate training. The blazing sun is out in full force, her forehead is covered in beads of sweat. And she's in a gi, Jesus Christ. The phrase single-minded comes to mind. She's so focused on the cameras before she couldn't even move. She's clearly over that now. Actually, I didn't know Juno was even capable of looking like that. So it's way cooler than when she was actually performing earlier, gallant even. She could be like this consistently, she'd have no problems at tournaments. Since she's already retired, I guess not that matters anymore. It just means that in the end, her mental strength wasn't enough. I doubt she was able to ever show true skills in front of all those people. That kind of mental weakness is fatal to an athlete's success. Every time you participate in a match, there will always be your opponent or a judge, always someone watching. Actually, it might even be better to leave Juno to do the mocap work alone. Us being around could just become a hindrance. Test this theory out and intentionally make noise as I approach her. She freezes in place the moment she spots me. She looks at me and forces out a smile. Feel free to continue. At my urging, she goes back to her practice. It's obvious that even for moves, things have changed since I got here. She's weak-kneed and there's no snap to her punches. Most of all, that coolness she had earlier is long gone. In this place, she looks like she's about to cry. Her gaze is unfocused and she keeps glancing at me. She really can't deal with the pressure of being watched. Are you used to cameras yet? Well, sorta. Probably well up until you noticed me. You weren't aware? I think I was, maybe. Ever since he came over here, I felt embarrassed and nervous. I don't really want to be watched. Don't get me wrong, it's not just you. It doesn't matter who it is.
でも一人の時は集
You're
中
able
で
to
きる
concentrate when
でし
you're
ょ。
by yourself, right?
うん
Yeah.
だったらモーションについては純ちゃんに
Maybe
丸
it'd
投
be
げ
for
で
the
いい
best
か
if
も。
you just leave the whole mocap thing to
そんな
you. That'd be
困るよ
a problem.
私一人じゃ何
Can't
も
do anything by myself.
でもこのままだと純ちゃんさ、
We keep this
ロ
up.
ボ部の中じゃ
You become
言わ
a
れた
club
ことを
member
や
who
るだ
does
けの人になっ
whatever
ちゃ
they're
う
told to do.
と。単に空手をやめて次の夢を
It's
見
just a
つけるま
temporary
での
place for
腰
you to
掛けなら
rest
別
until
にいい
the
けど、
next spring. That's fine.
何もわからない分野だからって言われたことをやってるだけじゃ面白くないんじゃない。
Fun just doing what you're told to do.
俺が偉そうに言えたことじゃ
Not
ない
that
け
I
ど
have any right
ね。
to lecture you about this, but
でもアキちゃんが抱いてる夢を叶えるためにはさ、スバル君
you're
や
an
モナちゃんだ
important
けじゃなく
piece
て
of
君も大切なパズルの1ピー
not
スだと
just
思ったりするんだよね。
super
特にモーションを取るってのは肉体の動きをちゃんと理解してる人じゃないと。だから頑張ってよ、純ちゃん。
Everything you got, Chuna-chan. Damn, what did Kaito get hit in the head with a rock or something? What happened to his personality?
ヤシオくん
Chuna gets teary-eyed like she's been deeply moved.
そんな風に言ってくれると
I'm
すごく
super happy to
そ
hear
の
you say that.
嬉しいあんまり足引っ張らない
I
よう
work
に
harder so I
もう少し
don't hold everyone up.
頑張ってみるね
そうそう、その調子。
That's the spirit.
というわけで、
Anyway,
俺今日は
I
用
was
事あるんで
taking care
帰る
of
わ。
this, I'm heading back. Motivated Kaito, mythical Robotics Club member. What?
あとよろしく。しばらくしたらアキちゃん帰ってくるだろうけど、それまで純ちゃん一人だから。
Should be back in a bit, so you'll be alone till then.
一人
Alone? Juno's dumbfounded to leave her on their own and jog over to the terminal. Now then. Turbo? Yep. Hooray, hooray. Okay, wait, we already saw this. Wait, what? Already responded to that. Oh, I must have forgotten to save. Whatever. Now then. Did I... Yeah, okay, I just need to get that geotag. It's time for 3 hours of pain and suffering. I'm reluctant to do it, but I quit now. The last 2 days will have been for nothing. Just I sit down my scooter, someone comes riding over on a bike.
あヤシオくん
Oh, Yashio-kun. And she saw us wearing her JAXA uniform as usual. She must have cycled over from TNSC while wearing it again.
こんにちは。
Hiya. She returns my greetings with a big
こ
smile.
んにちは
Hello.
どう2号機の方
So,
が
any
進展あっ
progress
た
on Model 2?
それはスバル君に聞い
Asked
てよ。
Subaru-kun.
今のところ俺
We're
た
all
ちは
just
彼の
waiting on
設
his
計済ましなん
blueprints
で。
for now.
ちなみにそのシャツさ、
By the
汗
way,
で
your
濡れてスケ
shirt
スケ
is
だよ。
soaked in sweat. I can see right through it.
やだ
Hey, stop
ジロジ
staring
ロ
at
見
me
て
like
エッ
that.
チだな
You big perv. Oh my god. I mean, he's doing you a favor by telling you. There's on Riley smiles, she covers her chest with her arm.
へえ、動揺しないんだ。
You're not angry?
まあ減るものじゃないしね
Well, it's not the end of the world, right? We're all over for Tokyo like this? Frau's also a perv. No, these two have got to be exceptions to the
た
rule.
だやっぱりもうちょっと
I
ラ
do
フ
want
な
to wear
格好
something
で
a
走り
little
たいとは
more
思うよ
casual, though.
さすがにこの島南国だけあって
It's
暑
like
いから
crazy hot
Yeah,
from
so
how
you
far
don't
south
have
it
to
is. I'm always sweating.
そりゃご苦労さんなことで。
Sounds rough.
話をしに来たなら悪いけど今ここには純ちゃんしかいないから。あんまり邪魔しないであげて
Sorry,
よ。
but only June-chan is here right now. And you shouldn't bother her too much.
ヤシオくんはど
Are,
こか
are
行
you
っちゃう
going
の
somewhere?
まあね。
Pretty much.
デート
Oh, is it a date?
そんなところ。
You could call it that. I'm going deep into a cave to have a secret tryst with a ghost girl only visible through our room.
じゃあごゆっくり。
Alright, take care. Switch to Oji-san and head off on my scooter. The waves are starting to approach my feet. These last 3 days have been exactly the same. It gets closer to the evening, the water starts creeping inward. By the end, it's up to my ankles. I'm gonna get washed away or anything, but the inside of the cave is so chilly, making the seawater feel colder. Plus, since I can't move from where I am, unexpected amount of body heat gets sapped away. I look at the clock in my Pokecom. I've got about a minute before I hit 4. Been looking at the clock over and over for the last 30 minutes. It's annoying how once I'm conscious of the time, it feels like the clock stops moving. If I don't check it, I can't help it. Get insanely curious about what time it is. Now, I want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. I want to be done with this for good. The more time passes, the stronger that feeling gets. How did I hang in there for 3 hours? Maybe this was supposed to be a test of willpower. Spent a total of 9 hours across 3 days in this cave, yet the only people I've seen were a young couple. They're like in their 20s or so, saw that someone else was here and awkwardly fled. It's the middle of the summer and yet no tourists have visited the island's biggest tourism spot. I'm conflicted. Just a reminder of how far our island has fallen. I get it. With no rocket launches as of late, why would anyone come here over Yakushima, the World Heritage Site? Meh, it's not like me feeling bad is gonna fix anything. Big brother, it's 4. I hear Irie's voice coming from my Pokecom. He's right, the time of my clock reads 4. Is Blackman set? Yep. They're done. Good job, big brother. Hey, I got praise. Oh, la, found some Kojiro X Masamune lovey-dovey stuff. Can't sleep. Not there anymore. It's only for story. A greater smile on my face, I finally exit the cave. I kick off my sandals and walk barefoot in the warm sand. It feels great. I want to just lie down and roll around for a bit, but the sand would get everywhere, so that's a hard pass. Now then. I take a breath and whip my Pokecom out.
Ari-chan,
Ari-chan, let me tap you. Okay. Ari appears on screen on her own. I tap her on the face and she immediately turns into Sister Centipede. Oh, the music shifted. Access confirmed. Switching to Sister Centipede mode.
レポート3のフラグは全部達成され
Set
たは
all
ず
the
だけど
flags for report number 3, yeah? Correct. All flags have been set.
これにより君島レポート
Report
3の
number 3's
AR ア
AR
ノテーションは
annotation
可視化されたと考
should now
え
be
て良いでしょ
visible.
う。
そりゃどうも
Why?
でどの辺に
So,
あると
where do you think it is?
不明です。
Unknown. Despite making it visible, Sister Centipede has no way of locating where it is, huh?
フラグの場所はこの辺に集
Flags
中
are
してたから
concentrated in this
レポー
area,
ト
so
その
the
ものもこ
report
の
should
辺に
be
あると思う
somewhere
け
around
ど
here too.
とりあえずめぼしい場所を
Start
回
with
ってみ
the
るか
obvious spots. Kimchi reports area annotation is the usual power mark. Gotta find it. Guess I'll use the Deluge map to pick out potential spots. It's the Tanegashima Hospital. When I'm by myself, I'm able to focus. Maybe I'm not meant to work with other people. It's like I take a few days off, not 100% all the time. I think it's good that you found something only you can do. Now you can use your time wisely. I think it's amazing you still try your best even when no one's watching. You're winning the battle against yourself. I'm very sorry, I always get nervous when people watch. That's why karate tournaments are so bad and why I look like doing karate in the morning. Because no one is there. Nervous like morning, that's it, right? I'm so bad. Uncle Kanade may look intense, but really he's just annoying. But it may be only when he talks to me. Yeah, I get it. My requests don't make much money, but he doesn't have to point it out. Complain about the inferior goods you're given. You speak up for yourself better than getting scolded, right? For me, Doc is harder to deal with. Like you're not money is everything. Hurry up and get rich on each other. Spent 3 whole hours collecting because your ex must be name. Haha, I have a problem. Go sleep already. That's the whole of the bills. Good. It must be nice being a shut-in. I think it's amazing you still try your best even when no one's okay. Yeah, it's just my responses. Tomagosh General Hospital opens 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Close Saturday, Sunday, holidays. That's the phone number. Wait, I can pick any? That's crazy, dude. I can investigate all these places. Well, it doesn't seem like it. It's probably gonna be at Ostenpo Park, if I had to guess. Which I'm not gonna go there. I'm actually gonna go here. I'm gonna check out all the places except the place it probably is at. Conda Super Cup registered by Yoshio Kaito. Okay, so that's mine. Registered by Akiho. Unlikely. Or just lets you go anywhere, huh? Doubt it. Someone definitely would have noticed if it was there. These are all places I've scanned before. It wouldn't make sense for it to be here. At least only one place. Really? Not here? It's crazy. Okay, alright.
あれが見てますよ。
Over here. Really? Is it really at the hospital? No way, right? Get lost in 10 plus places looking for the key material reports. This got an achievement. Game new. Man, actually just scoured the whole island. That is next level. Sounds annoying as fuck to actually do in real life. What if it's in the Frau residence? Think about it, it's just some abandoned building. That's where we found the first one. Makes a lot of sense. I have to find a power button, dude. Like, better not be blending into shit or I'm gonna kill myself. Crazy, dude. This place looks mega abandoned as well. Could definitely be here. Wow, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to find this power button, y'all. Holy fuck. Why would it be here? In this area? Just wouldn't. It wouldn't make any sense. Holy fuck. crazy? Where the fuck is it? I was not expecting it to be this fucking hard. Might have to look it up, dog. Shit's challenging. Wow.
見つけた
Jesus. That was faint. It was like a different shade ever so slightly. User access approval confirmed. Downloading. Found it. I knew it'd be here.
レポートナンバー3が
Report
ダウ
number
ンロー
3 has
ドされ
been
ましたよ。
downloaded.
いつでもビューアーで
Can
見
now
ら
read
れ
in
ま
the
す。
viewer anytime. What a real pain. Report number 2 wouldn't have been so bad if it weren't for the typhoon's timing. That was the major issue. The flags for this report were both time-consuming and tedious. Apparently there are 7 reports in total. I wonder if the other flags are going to be this bad. I might break if they are. Either way, it's time to take a look at this thing. I still vividly recall February 1st, 2010, the day the President of the United States announced the termination of the Constellation Project. The statement contained the following information. The funds that are previously allocated to the Constellation program will be repurposed primarily to allow for the robot-led space exploration missions. Furthermore, they'll also be used to support the development of manned rockets by private enterprises. Finally, a portion of the funds will be set aside for future use in order to fund the development of next-generation engines that'll send astronauts beyond low Earth orbit into deep space. Let me guess, the monopoles are That was what was said to the public, however, very few know it was all merely in preparation for Project Adam. Project Adam, spearheaded by the Tavistock Institute, was approved by the group they are operating under. The Committee of 300 as number 114 in their attempts regarding the Human Domestication Project. After Project Noah ended in failure in 2009, this project was seen as similarly promising venture by the Committee of 300. Specifically, it will directly interfere with the Sun as its period of maximum activity, artificially generate a solar corona, and then release it as a solar magnetic storm. Resulting solar storms were the largest in recorded history. Expected damages would be the annihilation of roughly half the human population, as well as massive changes to the global environment that would further increase the number of deceased. The ultimate goal is to end the lives of 5 billion people. The project was founded based on research from the NASA that predicted the Sun would enter a 10-year long period of maximum activity beginning in 2012, which was recognized by Tavistock and propagated shortly after. This was performed by deliberately leaking NASA's research worldwide. In 2009, the Hollywood film was 2012 was produced in order to associate the year 2012 with the apocalypse. I remember 2012 being associated with the apocalypse. That was, dumb. I don't know why. Also, in 2009, the Committee 300 learned from a report by NASA's Interstellar Bounty Exploration that the reason for the Sun's increased activity was the influence of an interstellar-sized energy-ridden cosmic string drawn close to the solar system. Project Adam was further adjusted as a result, and they moved to execute the plan in 2015. The committee recognizes that the execution of Project Adam could wreak havoc across the Earth. So they plan to provide wealthy people connected to the Committee of 300 refuge and shelters either on the moon or deep underground. Thanks to the spread of the carbon nanotubes, the possibility of constructing a space elevator from geostationary orbit to the moon is being considered by the committee, which would eliminate the need to travel there by rocket. However, due to low prospect of completion by 2015, the construction of underground shelters is currently the more realistic option. For several years after 2015, the surface of the Earth would be nearly uninhabitable due to environmental changes. The only planned activity on the surface would be performed by livestock, including humans, as well as autonomous robots managing them. Project Mars, running concurrently with Project Adam, will have a large selection of companies serving under the Committee of 300 to develop and build robots no later than 2012. This explosive technological progress will make autonomous, life-size robots commonplace by 2015. And once this is achieved, research on giant robots for military use will commence shortly after. I'll discuss Project Mars separately, but know that all manufacturers that were unheard of in 2009 that become top global corporations by 2015 will be connected directly to the Committee 300. Japan's exoskeleton, America's US Robocom, and the United Kingdom's Liverpool tech all must be given particular attention. The amount of information here is dizzying, but still, there's one name that stands out to me. The exoskeleton company. I never expected to see that name show up in a conspiracy theory from a decade ago. Is this just a coincidence? Is it unavoidable? Forget all this. I end up reading too much into her words. I desperately want all this to be coincidence. Amy and me only joined Xcode 2 years ago. She had nothing to do with her company at the time this report was written. She's not even part of the top brass. She's just a test pilot and a PR girl. What the heck was that call about? Forget the Kimijima reports. You mustn't search for them anymore. What exactly did she mean? Not to mention Misuni apparently knew Kimijima Co. Hey, Irie-chan. Yes? Would you like to hear the weather report? No. You said you were friends with Misuni, right? Yeah. But not Misani, Misaki. Misuni and Kyujin ever meet in person and talk? They did. Misaki mostly spent her time talking to Irie, not Master. Is this why Misani gave up on the robotics club? Is that something that happened? It's been a while, but she became super pessimistic about like robotics, or maybe just her sister going into robotics, or just her sister in general. Maybe just looked down her sister. Fuck, it was something about that. But maybe the attitude change was caused by this knowledge of what the robots would be used for. Misaki was Irie's first friend, after all. Master didn't talk much with people. What did Misane and Kyujima talk about? Misaki would ask Master questions once in a while. Maybe she was interested in him. What kinds of questions? About my functions, about Arua, about Tokyo. Also, if he was married, whether he liked living on Tanegashima or not. That's about it. It's all just small talk, but I mean, that's normal, right? At least he was only a high schooler at the time. Yoshinoko was the amazing guy from Tokyo, made Irie and Iruo. It would be odd if Misumi wasn't interested.
親しい様子だった。
Did they seem close?
アイリの方が親しかったです。
Irie was closer to
会話
her
を
than
交
he
わした
was.
延べ時間は
Spent more time talking to me overall. It almost sounds like Irie's competing with her master or something, or maybe that's just how important her relationship with Misumi was, especially as her first friend.
あの二人が口論してたりしたこと
Did you ever hear them argue?
口論ですか？
Argue?
ありません。
Nope.
もしそんなことがあったら
That ever
アイ
happened,
リは悲しいです。
Irie would be sad. Is she really remembering things correctly? Irie's an AI, unlike humans, her past experiences don't grow hazy over time. It's all stored server-side, supposedly. I have no idea how she works.
君のマスターの映像っ
Do
て
you
さ
have any
どこ
images
か
of
に
the
残ってない
master
の？
stored somewhere?
できれば閲覧したいんだ
I'd
け
like to take a look if possible.
ないです。
Nope. Is Misuni trying to stop the Committee of 300 from the inside?
ど。ない。一つも
Wait, really? Not a single one? Nope. So does she even remember what her master looks like? Irie answers with a smile. I assume her memories are stored.
マスターはそういう
Master
映
used
像を
Irie and
ア
Sister
イリと疑似
Centipede
目を使って
to thoroughly erase all of those images.
だからないです。
That's why there are none. Kimijimiko erased them himself because he was pursued by the Committee of 300? Because he didn't want anyone to recognize his face?
愛梨ちゃんの記憶から映像を
Is
引
there
っ
no
張り
way
出
to
すこ
pull
とと
an
かで
image
きる
out
の
from your memories?
できないですよ。
There isn't. Irie shakes her head looking like she wants to say that's outrageous.
そんな機能はあ
Irie
りま
has
せ
no
ん。
function like that.
そう
I see. Who cares about Misuni? I get the feeling if I search for more Kimishima reports, I'll learn something that I'll regret ever knowing.
もしこれ以上関わるなら、あなたはきっと後悔すること。
If you get involved any further, you'll regret it. I really am starting to regret it, Misuni. There's a side of you unknown to me attached to these reports. I just hope I'm overthinking
愛梨
things.
ちゃん君島レポートって7つあるんだよ
Irie-chan, there are 7 Kimishima reports, right?
残り全部のフラグを
Can
教
you
えて
tell
く
me
れ
what the
る
remaining flags are?
はい。
Okay.
じゃあ疑似ネーにしてください。
We switch Irie over to Sister Centipede. It's a real pain to do this every single time. Glad no point pushing back. I tap on Irie's face.
アクセスを確認しました。
Access confirmed.
疑似ネーモードに
Switching
移
to
行し
Sister
ます。
Centipede mode.
こんにちは、ヤシオさん。
Hello, Yashio-san.
君島レポートナンバー4について
Allow
の
me
情
to give you
報をお伝
information
えします。
pertaining to Kimijima report number 4.
なお、レポートナンバー
Fortunately, flag information for number 5 has been locked because you
フラグ
haven't
情
yet
報が
obtained
ロックされています。
report number 4.
そうなの
Seriously?
はい。
I guess I gotta do this in order. I sure made this whole thing a huge pain, Kimijima-ko-san.
レポートナンバー4の
The exact location of report number 4,
詳細な場所に
AR
ついて
annotation
現
is
在不明となってい
currently
ます。
unknown.
AR アノテーションを可
Downloading
視化するた
unlock
めのフ
conditions
ラグをダウンロ
flags
ー
to
ドし
make
ます。
the AR annotation visible.
完了。
Complete.
レポートナンバー4の
I
フ
will
ラ
now
グをお
explain
伝
the
え
flags
しま
for
す。
report number 4.
1、
1.
君島レポ
Locate
ート
Kimishima
ナンバー
report
3を
number 3.
発見している。
Note from Sister Centipede. Flag number 1 has already been set.
2、
2.
種子島の
Upload
4カ所の
photographs
おすすめ
of
ポイント
rocket
から撮影
launches
した
from 4
ロケット
suggested
の打ち上げ
viewing
写真を
points on
色にアッ
Tanegashima
プロード
to
する。
Iruo. Photographs of rocket launches. Well, there aren't any of those anymore, so I had to find some old ones.
おすすめポイントの4カ所は
4 suggested
以下
viewing
の通り
points are
で
as follows.
す。長谷展望公園、
Estenpo
宇
Park,
宙が丘公園、
Uchugaoka Park,
七色坂観望台、
Nana
Takesaki
Rosaka Viewing Platform, and Takesaki Observatory.
3、ロボ
Number
クリニ
3,
ックに
activate
保管されている
Gojiro-kun,
ゴジロ君を
stored
起
at the
動する。
robot clinic. Ooh. so you're telling me the doc is in on this.
4
Number 4.
ジオタグを付与して
Test
フラワー
fire
銃
geotag
一発以上死者
matchlock
する
gun at least once.
以上です
That's all.
勘弁してよ。
Give me a break.
さらにめんどくさくな
Not
って
only
る
does
上
it
に
become
実
more
行
of a
不
pain
可
in
能
the
なもの
ass,
まであ
some
る
of
じ
these
ゃない。
aren't even possible.
ロケット打ち上げ写真をアップロードって
There hasn't been a rocket
そもそ
launch
もこの4
on
年
this
くらい打ち上
island
げられ
in
てない
4
し
years.
ゴジロウ君って誰だよ知
Who
らない
knows
し
Gojiro Kun? Sure as hell don't know him.
火縄銃なんて撃たせて
Nobody
も
would
らえ
ever
な
let
い
me
し
fire
危
a
ないし
matchlock gun. It's dangerous. Hit very hard on the difficulty scale. I'm already feeling bummed out. Playing collecting all 7 reports, but
と
now
りあえず
I
じ
guess
っ
I'm
く
gonna
り
have to think
方法を
long
考
and
え
hard
るしか
about
な
how
さ
I
そ
can
うだ
make this happen. So I'd head home for the day completely discouraged. From Senemiya Misaki.
ええ、こちらはあなた方が
Yes,
歓
you
迎
have
すべき情
information
報をお
that
伝
I'm
えす
sure
る用
you'd
意があり
find
ます。
most welcome.
はい。とある
Yes,
実
the
証実
result
験
of
の
a
結果
certain
について
verification
と
test.
いえばお分
Is
かり
that
な
enough
の
to
で
understand?
そういうことです。
That's exactly right.
今この場で
Please
ご
make
判
sure
断
your
を
decision now.
これ以上は待てません。
Just make your decision now. Cannot wait any longer.
感謝します。
Thank you.
つきましてはぜひ
In
会
regards
って
to
いた
that,
だきたい人物
there's
がいる
someone
のです
we'd like you to meet.
ええ、もちろん
Yes, of
例
course.
の計画に関係する人
Someone
物です
related to the project.
少なくともあなた方を
At
失
the
望
very
は
least,
さ
I
せない
promise
お
you
約束します
won't be
は
disappointed.
い詳細は
Yes, details will follow
くれぐれ
shortly.
も内密にお願いしま
Please
す
keep this confidential.
では
Very well. They hung up first. I take a small breath. I look outside the window and see the prominent form of Mount Fuji in the distance. When I first saw it, I was overwhelmed by its majesty. Now I've grown accustomed to seeing it and feel nothing.
通話終了
End
工場の
call.
カメラに戻
Return
し
to
て
factory camera. The Pokécom sitting on the dashboard turns the screen from just before the call. It shows the inside the exoskeleton company's Aichi factory, my current destination. I can monitor it in real time. This factory is one of several Exco factories in Japan that utilizes the latest, most cutting-edge technology. It's also a manufacturing plant, more of a laboratory for building prototype units. Shown on the monitor is the rapid prototyping unit that the exoskeleton company takes pride in. It's what you'd call a 3D printer. It takes three-dimensional data and builds it up in reality. It's not meant for mass production. That's not necessary when it comes to building a few prototype models. Rapid prototyping is optimal for this. It's a marvel that makes me feel like I was an idiot drawing blueprints in notebooks in the past. On screen I see the latest HUG prototype taking form before my eyes. It's quite large compared to previous HUGs. We've already reached the sales ceiling for medical care powered assisted suits. In fact, you could say we sold too many. Exoskeleton companies now moving away from medical care and into military and police service. Uh-oh. In reality, the military and police units of various nations worldwide have already started adopting HUGs.
結局戦うしか道はないの
At the end of the day, fighting is the only path forward for robots.
昔からアニメや映
Just
画
like
で
it's
ずっと
always
描
been
かれ続
in
けてき
anime
た
and films. I muttered to myself and turned off the monitor. Rapid prototype.
いらっしゃい
A technique used in corporate product development that means to quickly create a prototype using CAD, 3D printers, or other similar devices. The shape of the prototype is formed directly from 3D data using resin and other materials. Well, welcome. Twippo. These flags are annoying. Mr. Pleiades, is the blueprint ready? Is it? What is gun built to? Small toy, hobby robot, a giant robot. Pretty sure it's a giant robot, right? Though that's why they went with that naming convention, but they said hobby. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a giant robot. It's been a while, man. Give me some slack. Played 3 minutes, 4-0, giant robot. I just heard a girl's voice saying, "Big brother in my son's room. I hope it's not haunted by a ghost." Get worried. You can hear it? maybe 3 are Pokecom, or his Pokecom. Always going through puberty, always have things they do wish to hide from the parents. I don't think we should worry about it. My lovely wife. Oh, really? At least his parents are actually present in this game. At least, like, we know they exist. I don't even know if we knew anything about... What's his name? Okabe's parents? Maybe? Welcome. Mizuka-san's checking sales slips and doesn't even try to raise her head. Hey, I bow my head and make my way to the drink shelf. Looking beautiful as always. Is that so? Mizuka's tapping away on a calculator and doesn't look up. She responds with a shrug and lets the words go in one ear and out the other. The shelf is right in front of the register. I see the usual types of drinks lined up. I reach for a pack of Scal, but stop myself. But I instead grabbed the usual fruit sour melon. I thought I might try something different from what's there. Mizuka-san. And called her with my back still facing the register. Up for a passion fruit bun? You haven't been eating any lately, so I haven't sold a single one. I've noticed I already eat one of those barftastic buns today. Been kind of busy. But there is something I want to ask you about. After a long moment of hesitation, I take a fruit sour melon to the register. If you got questions... Has anything changed? Okay. Mizuka-san points at a steamer off to the side with her eyes. It's the middle of summer, she still has that cursed steamer going. No, it's nothing like that. Have you talked to Misane lately? Mizuka-san immediately stops tapping away at her calculator. What do you mean by that? Exactly what I said. Something happened with Misa? Not really. Just, I hear Aki-chan can't get in touch with her. Mizuka-san pushes a sales slip to one side, rests her chin in her hands and stares vacantly out into the distance. We talk once in a while. I see, so she's kept in touch with Mizuka-san. She called me before too, which means she's deliberately avoiding Akiho. But why? How's she doing? The same as usual. You said something about being too embarrassed to contact her family or meet up in Tokyo. When she's complicit in what's going on, yeah, I'd be too. Miso is never one for phone calls. Even when she does ring me up, I end up doing most of the talking while she listens. She was always like that. I smell bitterly and nod my head as I place a 100-yen coin on the counter. Thanks. Glancing at Mizuka-san's side, she puts the coin in the register. Then suddenly crosses my mind. The attitude shift Mizuka-san had when I last mentioned Kimijima-ko and Irie. Does she know something about Kimijima-ko? Glance over at the steamer. Need something else? Pick up my drink and shake my head. Nah, I'm good. Hurry out the store. It's been raining since early morning, so club activities got called off. I'm just glad it's not a downpour. Crazy showers aren't rare during the summer. Mako contacted me early to let me know that club activities were off today. I wasn't expecting to get a day off due to the rain, but now that I think about it, it's the weekend before Robo 1 is free too. Heck, you say we've been working too hard lately. Not that I've done much of anything. And so with nobody to bother me all day, I can dive headfirst in a kill ballad. Hehehe. What's on Twippo? The public opening of Tanegashima State Center has come to an end. It was full of fans who traveled a long way, received warm words from our older, passionate fans who we hope will return to see rockets launching again soon. Thank you very much. It's a convenient time to... Oh, we have C now. A giant robot, wow. Amazing, I'd like to see it with my own eyes. When it's done, please upload it. Due to rain, no club activities today. Osu. Laundry won't dry in this rain. Like 2 hours, 27 feeling good. Facility public viewing of Tanegashima space and popular tourist. That's convenient. Went to Tanegashima yesterday. It was an empty island, but the fact that it was empty was refreshing. Made me want to relax a bit. Shrekky Road. I was looking forward to when they opened to the public. There used to be a lot more visitors 5 years ago, but it has been decreasing, which is fine because I can enjoy it more with less people here. Kohi. Ayo Hatter. There were only older men and families, and young boys are only interested in robots. They don't show up. Tanegashima Spar would be a commitment to go that far. I felt the energy from the workers there. I hope they can start launching rockets again, and more people come visit. Thing changed. Oh, okay. So with nobody bothering me all day, I can dive headfirst in a kill ballad. Although I should be worrying about a bunch of other things, I want to forget all of that right now. So I'm thankful by being able to focus on KB. Maybe I just want to escape from reality. After eating breakfast, I shut myself away in my room and played for 2 hours without losing. I was doing pretty good. I go down to the kitchen, take a pack of Pocky without Mom noticing and pop it open. Break time. So I've been catching up to Tagirin lately. Uh-oh, I get the feeling I gotta lock in here. I overtake them soon. And I would say that's a pretty good place to end off.